top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will get the first crack at it here. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and which style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to get the corner. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Creates a little room. Past the first down marker and still running. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. This one's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's looking to throw. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown time! Put it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To the air, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff to the lone back. At the 45, he's got room. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, and it's a big-time play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A little screen to the running back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Making side adjustments here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Using the quick game. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising. promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Hale. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The offense changing the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
Ready up.
They'll toss it to the left. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw it, Simpson. Now improvising. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at...
Got a little room. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Kent State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. That's reeled in. It's Hale. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. To the air. It's Underwood. Fires left. Got him, and nobody's close. Wide open spaces. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Going to the running game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man on the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Miller with the ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give as they work on that clock. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Young. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. You've got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but he'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To throw, it's Underwood. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here we go. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes that Alabama offense. Hey, they settled for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And, oh, no, he spikes the ball on 4th down. Did he think he had another down? They'll lose the football. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got him downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And he knocked through the extra point, pretty meaningless in the grand scheme, and the game is over. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've